Oh boy. I'm
Oh
just
boy.
I'm thinking about what would have happened if you had like fat fingered the start button. Like accidentally
no.
as you made that joke. And then like made it come true.
I mean,
Okay.
Jesus fuck. Sorry, everyone, my mic is absolutely dog shit. I mean, yeah, that would be something I would do, because I'm just that fucking stupid. Anyway, welcome back to Asteon, Untold Realms. I'm in too much pain to care about our fucking title. Anyway, welcome back! Hello.
Hello.
Hey everybody.
We didn't die.
Hello. I
Well,
did, but I'm
I came
back.
close.
I got better.
We're living up in this bitch.
We live in a society. I don't
A
want
lot
to
has
be here
happened
anymore.
This past
Joker
month,
moment.
but we're still alive somehow.
Oh, I've been kissing so many people. It's been great.
This was a triumph. Making
Briar's
a
mic is
here.
broken.
Huge
Quickly,
success.
everyone in YouTube chat, point and laugh. No, don't.
No, no, we're going to be, respectful.
But why?
Right, but at some point, somebody's gotta pat you on the head and say you're doing okay.
Hello,
You
Dane
do
the
your
Dane.
best.
Are we
Oh,
doing
good
okay,
job,
though?
sweetie.
What is okay?
I do.
Just-
My current frustration at the moment is I recovered from a bacterial throat infection, and then this Monday I was just exposed to COVID again. So I'm hoping I don't get it, because I would like to not be sick for the first time in a month.
That's some goals
It's
right there.
Yeah, honestly, not being sick for the first time in a month, it's pretty good. I'm feeling pretty alright today, and I haven't even started taking my cold medicine. How is everyone else going? How has everyone's months been?
I'm pretty sure if you can get the right combination of ailments, like COVID, throat infection, up, down, left, right, you actually unlock a secret boss or a few extra lives, something like that.
Oh hell yeah!
But
I mean, I'm pretty sure you do unlock a secret boss, but I'm pretty sure that you
boss
unlock
is
that same
corporate
secret
greed.
boss by going to the afterlife. So like, it's just dying in a
Imagine
very
you go to
full-on
hell.
way.
New cheat
Imagine when
code,
you
just
go to
fucking
hell,
die.
It's not the devil, it's just Mr. Monopoly.
That is the
course.
same thing. You have said the same
Capitalism.
thing twice.
You gotta defeat
No,
corporate greed.
no.
And he's
Capitalism.
like a
Nothing-
cardboard cutout. He's just like propped up against a wall.
Nothing new
my
has
God.
happened.
No, when you die, you end up on a Monopoly board.
Oh my god, you end up as
Oh,
one
no.
pieces.
Do not pass go.
Eternal
Do not collect
Monopoly.
$200.
And
You
then
have to
what-
finish
prevails in
Insane
survival.
Monopoly's
Yes.
prison part.
To be reincarnated, you have to finish a game of Monopoly.
Oh,
It's
Wait,
not just
is-
Monopoly, it's insane Monopoly.
Is
Oh my
that
God.
how people who finish No Nut November, is that how they just get reincarnated just immediately? It hits
Yes.
December 1st and everyone that passed just becomes God.
Yes.
Yeah, essentially.
It's like, I mean, are you familiar with like the short story The Egg, where it posits that all consciousnesses are like the same soul, and then once it gets to like the end of the universe, it's like, oh, great, cool, it
Yeah.
hatches into like God.
Does
That's
that
like-
mean-
That's actually my favorite
it's
theory.
That, but it's that, but it's just people who done No Nut November. They are like the supreme being.
I
Like,
have a very important question
without
about this.
failure.
Does this just mean that there is no people without testicles? Because at the end of November, they just all ascend?
No, because you can participate in No Nut November if you have no nuts. That's in the name.
Yeah. Huh?
If you get an
Okay.
orchiectomy in No Nut November, it technically counts.
Yeah.
But does that mean after November there is no such thing as people without nuts? Because they just ascend?
No.
Well, no. It's
Oh,
not
oh, no,
nuts as
no,
in
it's-
the things that.
It's like an
they
after. It's like an after death thing. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like a, oh, you did this throughout your whole life. Oh, great, cool. You get to ascend to the realm in which, like, I don't know, who's a fun character that it'd be cool to
Charlie
get in a
Chaplin.
fight with. Yeah, you get to ascend to where Charlie Chaplin is.
Here's the real question, though. With no post-nut clarity, what kind of enlightened minds have become this being?
I got no clue.
Has
I mean,
Albert Einstein nut?
the clarity only
Yes,
comes
children.
from getting rid of the previous state of horny. That's what's going on. So if you just never build up to that, you're just always in the clarity.
All,
But-
all I'm saying is the asexuals get it by default.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The cheat code to life.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fun pre-session podcast going on.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
Just trying to
D&D.
fix
We're
some
no
shit.
longer playing D&D. This is just a podcast that you find in your Facebook videos.
Correct. Um, Jesus fuck, my mic sounds so bad. And who's ready to start? Wait, no, fuck, we're not gonna start. And does anyone remember what happened
So-
last time? Because I'm too drunk to remember.
I
Makeshift.
do. I got my notes right up here.
Wow.
That was a
That's
note taker,
impressive.
man.
Our god.
So session 10. First, the aunt that people liked and was like a good figurehead, she got giga beamed from a window. And also we learned she had some cats just eternally imprisoned in jars in her house, and that's certainly something. I guess we'll just leave that
Sorry,
out
is
of the
this real?
description.
No, they were the dead cats that she had.
Yeah.
And
the
she
souls
like
of them.
embalmed them. Yeah.
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 Then after she got beamed, we had to get away from the guards, who definitely thought we beamed her. We crawled through the
Oh
sewers,
yeah.
eventually made our way to a fight against some metal dude who could clone himself temporarily, and he had this glowing blue funny stuff inside of his body that totally wasn't harmful to be in the proximity of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
and you
chased
put that
down
in
by
a
a
pocket
Terminator.
dimension.
Yeah. And then,
And then
and then
Mariah took its hard drive out of its head.
yeah. For what it's worth, I did follow up with Magnus regarding whether or not like I just created an infinite like nuclear fusion thing that when I opened that pocket dimension it was just gonna kill us all immediately. And Magnus got back to me with, well, that would end the game, so no.
Yeah.
So
I
for what
came-
it's worth, I was like, "Oh, do I have a super weapon?" And Magnus was like, "No, you don't have
Yeah.
a super weapon.
I came
You're
to the
good."
conclusion
No,
that the
delete
pocket
world.
dimension is in stasis and everything's
Yeah.
just frozen in there.
Yeah, yeah, that works a lot more.
Anyways,
It also means
at
that
the-
I can store a person in there and they won't notice how long it's been.
Yep.
Fucking
Also,
good.
at the end of the session, your friend basically started a war
Strong word.
and then said,
I
"Let's
wouldn't
get on
use the
this
word friend with
train."
him either.
Yeah. Anyways, are we all in agreement that you all get on the train? Or
Yep.
Would you-
After that whole,
okay.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
down with getting on the train. After that whole, we didn't kill the politician here thing got sorted out.
All
Yeah,
I'm
right.
asking is Felix still passed the fuck out, or did she wake back up? Because I do not remember at all.
if we're
We-
doing a
we
time
woke you up,
skip, I'm
I
just saying
think.
that you woke up. Yeah.
We also like we did like wake you up right at the end, because you were I think observing as we were trying to tear the robot man apart.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I'll take it. Also, real quick before we transition to the other screen, I didn't update your character cards because, fuck you, that's why. So everything still says level 4, but we are indeed level 5. Just
Mhm.
trust me, bro.
Hell yeah, trust me, bro.
Source, I made it the fuck up.
Anyways, you're all on this train now, heading towards the monolith. You're all in a car by yourselves, and Valance is not in the room. And Noraya, in front of you, you have just the hard drive, and you're kind of all just staring at it. And you're all kind of just taking in what has happened as the train slowly heads towards the monolith.
So this is a brain,
What?
I think.
Brain's supposed to be pink and fleshy.
Whoa.
Nothing about that dude was pink and fleshy.
So that's not a brain.
Then
But
was it in its head?
I mean, he was definitely like sapient and sentient. He definitely, I mean, he experienced fear. Just is there any sort of like Warforged or whatnot races in this setting that I would be aware of?
They are very rare because they're not a thing that just exists.
Yeah.
From the history books, you know that they were a race created by the gods to fight in a war, and you know that they were created using the souls of living beings.
There's a history of artificial people. You know, like metal men made by gods and whatnot, imbued with the souls of, dead and the living. It wouldn't be far-fetched to think this is a version of that someone has made. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't say that they've made it with whatever technology is around, like here at the moment. There's either some bullshit going on, with someone sitting in some mountain for 300 years, but and making whatever technology they can. But
if we're talking about gods, then would it not be magic? Or
it can be both.
Divine inspiration.
It could be both. I mean, magic's just it's just weird physics. Like ultimately, it's still a science. I wouldn't put it past anyone to, be a bit multidisciplinary with it. I'm gonna have a look at it using the engram stuff that I learned about a while ago.
Yeah, so you put your hands in front of it, and it starts glowing, and then your vision cuts to white, and it becomes sort of staticky, and you kind of see a bunch of numbers in like a progress bar in the top of your vision, like something is loading, but you have no idea what this is. But it's basically what you would see when a software is loading onto a computer. So you see all that data loading and everything. And then you
What is the mind but a meat computer? Yes.
Exactly. And you can kind of see your vision, and it's getting all staticky, and you see you're in a lab. And you hear a very familiar voice. And it says, It worked! And as the vision becomes more clear, you can see Piddle. But he looks very disheveled and very tired. And as the vision becomes more clear, you can see Piddle looking at you and writing on a piece of paper on a clipboard. And then the voice, the one that you are seeing from, just goes, "What is my purpose?" And Piddle goes, "Don't worry about that right now. You're gonna help me save the world." And then everything goes black, and it says "End of session," and you get basically you're back into the normal world that you're in right now.
That little motherfucker.
Did Pickle fuck shit up again?
Pickle did fuck some shit up again.
Wait, wasn't his name Paddle?
No, Pickle.
I'm pretty sure it was
whatever.
Pickle.
Look,
Yeah, there definitely was an I in there.
Whatever you think their name is, look, this absolute little tech crazy rat. This little. That thing was their creation. I don't know if it was them who sent it, but they. I was able to access a memory. And it's, well, it's his. Spittle made it.
So, like, if we kill him for making this thing, I won't have to feel bad about it then, right?
I don't know. I mean, something was wrong. He didn't he didn't look like he did when we saw him yesterday. You know, he looked tired, older.
But hear me out. Just a little bit of death as like a treat.
Are you
Hasn't
sure?
everything tried to kill him? And he
Listen,
survived?
I'm not. To be quite frank with you, Felix, I'm not sure that's an option.
Wait, you said older.
Exactly.
Then maybe it's not Peter, but one of his relatives.
If that thing has a
I
gene pool,
think-
God help us all.
If
Right.
look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If any one of his family, I think, had shared any physical or vocal traits with him, I think that given how much they hate him, they probably wouldn't be up and about doing things. Politely
Oh.
speaking, I don't think that's him as we know him who's made this. There was something wrong.
Hmm.
I think maybe there's a reason why he hasn't been able to be killed yet.
Hmm.
I mean, I could stab with my knife. You know, see how that works.
Oi,
then
motherfucker!
how-
I called it. Shut up.
You did call it. No, look. Okay, look. I'll pay that, but at this point, if we stab him, given that we know to stab him from something that I'm just going to put this out here might have come from the future, what will that do?
Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing fucking time
Not
shit.
touching.
I'm not touching this. Fuck you, I'm out. And Felix will, like, push up off of the seat and just start walking away.
Can I roll intelligence to see if Kagan could wrap his mind around that idea?
Yes.
The paradox.
Just to see if you could
Yeah.
understand how time travel would work.
17!
So
Not even-
okay,
Not even that, just rolling to see if he gets if he would watch Inception and get it.
Yeah, exactly.
you know that there is multiple different theories of time travel. There's a theory that basically time is a bunch of different branches that don't connect together, but there's also theories that it could basically fuck up and splinter everything off and could cause end of the world scenarios.
Hmm. Well, I would not like to take the bet on it not fucking things up. If that thing is from the future.
And moving backwards in time is kind of whack. I think there's a story about how one of the gods was able to travel forward in time, but I mean, forward's just the regular direction, isn't it?
Time
I
is
can
like an arrow.
sleep, and that is forward time travel.
And yeah, that's just there are ways to increase how quickly you go forward, but I don't think anyone's figured out how to go back. But maybe that's the point of the future.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes,
still not
Lindy?
touching it.
Oh. Backwards. Where have I heard that before? I know it's like one story. I can't remember it though. Yeah. Whatever. Sounds like the sort of thing that is outside our job description. From what I understand, we just have to take down that other obelisk.
Well, one after the other.
Well, yeah.
How many are there?
Is fuck his name.
Valance?
Valance. Is Valance around, or did he stay
Yeah, he's
behind?
not here.
Valance is not in the room with you currently.
Kang quickly looks around. Well, we could have asked Valance, but I don't see him. Not again.
Mm.
Just because you don't see him doesn't mean he's not here.
At that moment, Valance runs into the room and turns on the screen in the room you're sitting on.
How the fuck
And-
did you get in here?
Just for a
That
moment.
wall is lights!
And then on the TV, it says, "My name is Jason, and I'm here with Professor Rockford. Mr. Rockford, about the incident yesterday." Yes, that was something. I just like everyone to know that Advent is focused on the safety of everyone in the area. Oh, yes. What about the riots and the potential for war happening? Now, Jason, I believe that all the citizens are right that the Empire has something to do with this, and they're not wrong for being angry about it. But let me be clear. Any violence is wrong, and we need to be looking forward for a safe method to solve this. Yes, and what is Advent's relationship with the monolith area? Recently, it has been noted that you have hired a mining corporation for that area. Well, yes, those resources are quite valuable. It seems like they could be the catalyst for the brighter future we've all been looking for, and that area is potentially dangerous, as we've seen lots of strange creatures coming out of it. So we are just protecting the area for the safety of everyone in the area. Oh yes, thank you, Dr. Rockford, for coming on the show. Yes, and then Valance shuts the screen off and he says, "Do any of you know who that Rockford man is? I have never seen him before in my life."
I don't know who
Could I
he is,
please
but he's a
roll it?
fucking idiot. I mean, fucking
Could I-
violence is wrong. That's such bullshit. What the fuck?
Would I please roll an active perception check?
Yes.
Wasn't she on
Oh, baby, a
earlier?
16. Haha,
So-
yes, I saw him on the TV yesterday.
Yeah. You do kind of look at him and you see similarities with him that, like, you feel like you have known him for a long time, but you can't place how you know him.
I've seen him before, I think.
Where? Because that man has come out of nowhere and now is suddenly, I don't know, he's like rivaling the Empire somehow. And I
I
have known nothing about him.
don't know.
Well, that sounds like you should be paying
just-
more attention, doesn't it?
I just
Hmm.
look, I just feel like I recognize him, and I don't get it. Because I don't feel like I've seen him before yesterday, but I also feel like I know him. I don't know, maybe
Using- sorry.
How can someone rise to a position like that fast? It makes no sense.
Oh,
Oh, sweetheart,
there
have you ever
isn't.
heard of capitalism?
So you're saying he bought his way in?
Oh, fuck
Or
yeah,
maybe
definitely.
Axis Black.
Anybody who comes on a fucking television and is just like, "Oh, violence is wrong. You should never do violence." It's a fucking dumbass.
But where
So
did he
there's
get the
no
money
way.
from?
If you fucking interrupt me again, I swear to God, I will stab you. I don't care what fucking prince you are. Shut
He
up
kinda
for a
just
hot
raises his
fucking
hands.
second.
Whoa, okay. Continue on. Go ahead.
A corporation can pretty much just fucking run governments. Like, I know you're all high and mighty and shit, but from us down here, we get to watch how corporations basically just buy their way into shit. So that man could have come from fucking Timbuktu. Doesn't matter. It matters how
that?
much money he's putting into shit.
what? You said a place, and I don't understand it. What?
It's the place from an old children's story. Don't worry about it.
Well, that corporation sprung up out of nowhere just yesterday. And unless he's been hiding a lot of capital, none of my connections know about him.
Then
Were-
he's probably a pawn that is put forward by someone that does have money.
Above table, like I'm just putting my hand up here. So I mean, I know what's going on. What would you like me to roll to see whether or not Naraya gets it?
Wisdom?
Wisdom?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I have my own hypothesis. But I don't know how to approach
Okay,
that.
good news. That was a 6. So
Yeah, Noraya's not piecing it together just yet.
Naraya can't tell shit from fuck right now.
Kagan speaks up. Well, there are many people who like to not be known about and control things from behind the scenes.
That's fair. I need to figure out his motives.
Well, I might have a idea, but I'm not sure how well it holds water.
And what's this idea?
Now, how the fuck do I say this without revealing? How does Kagan say this? You know,
How to
he's
not
not
metagame
charisma.
101.
No, not how to metagame. How to not spoil things. How to not fuck
Motherfucker.
things up.
It's a fucking joke.
Autism.
I'm autistic too, you fuck!
That's me.
With our powers combined,
We're all fucking stupid, apparently. With the powers of our autism, we can all just sit here and be fucking stupid.
We
Perfect.
can all have one brain cell. However, we're sharing it among us, all of us.
We're
Among
all
Us?
cats.
Yes,
Among
Cass,
us.
come in here. Give us the not autism brain cell. Just roll for my partner who's watching the stream to understand it.
I don't know which exact words to choose, so I'm gonna be a little bit above board. Kagan puts forth the idea that, well, in stories, vampires tend to stay in the shadows and control things from afar.
Okay.
The delay. The
Oh.
delay.
Oh.
There might be something similar here going on.
So are you
Is
saying
it
that this man
possibly
is
what
the
you told
pawn of
me?
a vampire?
Wouldn't be improbable.
Felix is just gonna look at Kagan and just raise her eyebrows at him and just like, you really want to throw yourself under the bus here, buddy. She's just looking at him, eyebrows raised like,
He gives you
I
the
know
eye
your
like
secret.
shut. He gives you the eye like shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Lua's gonna look at you and say, "Are you talking about that possible vision thing you saw?"
Yes, exactly.
Ah.
That's kind of weird. I've never heard of that about vampires. It's kind of strange
Well-
hearing that. Wait,
well,
that must
if
be
you-
why it's true. It's because I've never heard of it. They're controlling. Now it makes sense. That's actually really
It's
smart
all-
of you.
It's all really
What? It makes sense. If
It's-
vampires control things from the shadows and they don't, show it, it would make sense that nobody knows they control things from the shadows.
Oh, this guy's just
Mhm.
been so fucking deep underground that most people don't know about it. Like, it doesn't have to revolve around fucking vampires and shit.
Well, that's why I said I don't know how well my idea holds water.
Well, I'm not really judging you, I'm judging Golden Retriever in the corner over there.
She's not.
Which one? You've got to be more specific.
The one that
Jesus.
doesn't have tits.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Says you. Check out these. Felix.
Ansel, I
Okay.
think
Felix
they're
does a
talking about,
face
you know,
palm.
these things, and she's gonna point to her own chest. You don't have these.
Don't worry, I
Robot
know.
oof sound as she collapses and folds in on herself.
Alright, well, here's my thing. Listen. If we've got to do this fucking monolith bullshit, right, we probably are going to run into that fucking minor group that they were talking about on that fucking thing, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's alright,
Um,
they're just kids, we can punt them.
I mean, yeah, we can absolutely fucking punt them. However, I would probably like to avoid combat if at all possible, but probably not, knowing how this fucking government works and the fact that we've just spent the last 24 hours watching people get shot, so I would much rather avoid the conflict.
Well,
Quick question. Is
Hmm?
anyone near a window?
oh god.
Yeah.
mean-
Well,
Technically,
us in a
Felix would
sense.
be, because she's standing kind of near the exit. So
Yeah, I'd probably be back to a window.
If you were to look out the window, you would see that the landscape is shifting and changing color, and a bunch of crystals are everywhere. And you're starting to see some mining equipment with the logos of PMC on it. Noraya, you would know this very well. They're known as the Pure Mining Corporation. You have worked with them in the past to improve the health of their workers. And you know that this mining corporation is they care about their workers a lot and try not to absolutely demolish the environment.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good then.
Would I know about these as well regarding my backstory?
Yeah. You would. Anyone who has like traveled a lot or done business with miners before, they know
Yeah,
about the
But
PMC.
I've got a relationship with them.
Yeah. Noraya has
Okay.
a relationship with them.
Give them a little kiss. Yeah, no.
mwah.
Cool.
Mwah.
I'm gonna sort of stick my head up and like have a look just out the window there.
Do
Oh,
they
shit.
work in Alamar Quarry?
They do not control the Alomar Quarry. They're like a private contractor. So there's sometimes that they go and work in the Alomar Quarry, but
Okay.
the Alomar Quarry basically has their own miners as it's owned by the Empire.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
have less. Alright, I know less about them then.
Oh, I know these guys.
Hmm?
They yeah, they buy my equipment and whatnot. You know, they're pretty good about making sure people stay safe. So,
So
A private
does that
military
mean we may not
company.
have to fight them? Or
possibly they're not a private military. They're a mining company, but they're one that really took on board the all the pollution and health stuff that I put in place for them. They've been really good at it, actually. They've been keeping all of their workers as safe as possible, respectable hours for their shifts, that sort of thing, instead of doing the usual 14 hours in a hole with a napkin over your face thing.
Hmm.
You know that their former employees have got a 90% decrease in black lung.
So what you're saying is you could possibly talk our way out of this and not have to fight?
I think so. I mean, I could give it a go, right? Worst comes to worst, I can play it off as I'm here to barter and whatnot. I have my equipment with me. If we absolutely need to use deception to get through, then, well, I mean, they know me, so I can absolutely play that.
Hmm. And worst comes to worst, I should be able to provide us a quiet way in.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm not following you into sewers again.
No, not sewers. More magical aid.
huh?
I'm not following you into to magic sewers again.
No. I'd show you, but I'm a bit exhausted from the day.
Fair enough.
Speaking of sewers and being exhausted, I definitely need a shower at some point.
Sewer, it's not exactly sewers, it was more like underground tunnels, but... I
Either way, it
understand the
smelled like
sentiment.
shit, and I was touched by a drug addict, so I'm gonna also shower.
Good point. What was
Yeah.
up, Lumi? Were you saying something?
Kagan, what are you again? Like, class-wise?
Above board?
Hmm?
No, above, okay, in character.
In character.
Well, I hunt, I'm a hunter. That's my profession. Or rather, where my most experience lies.
Mm-hmm.
I also possess limited magical abilities that I was able to be taught by from druids.
Ah, sounds like you're a ranger then.
Yes, that would probably be the word. Ranger, explorer.
How would you be able to get us someplace magical? Like,
Well, no, not someplace magical. I can use. I fucking forgot the name of the goddess. God,
it- oh.
it's passed without a trace.
You said goddess? Did you mean
Oh,
spell?
that's without a trace.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
I heard
Because that's-
goddess, and I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a goddess. He fucking follows that in the fucking religion.
House from angels to you.
Get it off
religion
me,
of
get it
belief
off
that
me,
puts
get it
our
off me, get it
faith
off
in a
me.
world that is.
Yeah, it's the All Mother.
Yeah, All Mother. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that is
very
just fucking
some-
Sinead. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it is Numa. It is Numa. You do that. Yeah,
Oh, there we
with
go.
the powers bestowed onto me through Numa and the teachings of druids, I can envelop us in shadows, assist everyone with walking more quietly.
Okay. Sense.
You should be able to do that as well, I believe.
I'm an Arctic druid.
Well,
I do more icy things.
well, circle is not dependent on the spell.
True. But ice.
The cold nights of winter can cover many things.
Footprints too.
Exactly. But I require a shower.
Same. Because I had to go nearly get kicked. As a cat.
To the showers. Kagan will walk to the showers.
Oh, I follow. I follow hard.
So shall
don't know,
I.
it's
You
two
also go into
things.
the showers.
So you're like matching my footsteps.
Yes.
Group
Valance
shower,
has left
group
the
shower.
room.
It's time to de-stinkify.
No more stinky.
And once I'm in the shower, I do that same thing I did before, where I like pull up a bunch of water in my arms and like splash it down to see if it still works.
Still trying to overload the system.
Yeah.
Ansel, you
Oh.
are a
Ugh.
man-child.
Yeah, but look, let's be honest. He does that anyway.
It's what
He just
does.
likes doing that. He just likes cupping water in the shower and then dropping it on himself.
Again,
Hey,
I
who
say
doesn't like that,
man-child.
alright? I will stand up for
That's
that
it.
action.
Everyone does it.
Lies.
Used to be the word.
If they don't do it, they either haven't tried it or they are telling porcupines.
Or maybe
Is
they're
that an
gotten a bit
Australian
more-
slang? I don't understand.
No, it's very British.
I've
Means
never heard
lies.
that.
Are you Australian?
No, he said
I-
British.
I
They say
live in
British.
Oh,
Australia.
okay.
I live in Australia. I'm Welsh.
I wasn't
It just
talking about
reminds
you,
me
I
of
was talking
Porky
about
Pig.
Jesus fuck.
Oh.
Anyway,
Moving on.
makeshift.
Yes.
How long does Senor Shiny Titties stay in the fucking shower?
Just for a minute to scrub clean this time. But then I peace out after a bit. Throw my
Okay.
armor back on.
That's gonna take 10 minutes
But
at
that's
least.
gonna just put the stink back on you.
Damn, let's see.
Oh, true. I'll just put a shirt on, not the armor.
Felix is gonna take a
Oh.
bit longer. After she's done at the shower, she's gonna come find you. So, prepare your anus.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh my god! Don't have
Shouldn't
Felix
Mariah?
fuck with the ass.
There is no meme. Drop your pants.
get them pants off.
Get the pants off, brother. Or I might take your pants off. Anyway,
This thing's first, take off your
Whack the
pants.
trousers.
That reminds me of a D&D story green text I might share later.
please send it to my DMs. Anyway, yeah, Felix is gonna try to come find you when she's done. Do you like go to your little cabin room that we have on this fucking train, or like you just gonna sit cock out in the middle of the living room?
Hell yeah.
You didn't even towel
I mean, you
dry.
did say
You
you put
just
a shirt on. You didn't say anything about pants.
just buck ass naked, dripping wet. Just
Establish
goes for his
dominance.
stroll. No, I put on regular clothes, just not the armor.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm chilling by like the edge of the train car. I assume the train's moving at a pace slow enough that like if you stood outside on like the connectors, it wouldn't be so windy you couldn't like hold a conversation.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm
but
I'm gonna say he went to just outside to air dry his hair in the breeze.
it is a very mountainous region, so like there's times that the incline's pretty steep though, so it'd be hard to keep your footing.
Oh dang. Still, I'll risk it.
Okay,
Hopefully there's railing on this train.
and there's Melon.
Very cool.
So yeah, I'm vibing on one of the connecting locations.
Alright. Felix is gonna go looking for you, and when she finds you, she's gonna do like a... She's not like a wolf whistle, like she's calling you sexy. It's just kind of like that whistle people do to get the attention of dogs.
Just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What?
It's like
Oi,
the first
fuck off!
half.
Yeah, just real quick whistle, like sharp
Yeah,
whistle.
the look at me, dickhead whistle.
Yeah. Look at me, dickhead. Tweet.
Ansel hears that and he turns around and just goes,
Oh, hey. What's up, Felix?
You know, like fighting shit, right? Like a fucking paladin. You're pretty good at it.
Yes, indeed.
How often do you end up like training and shit?
Well,
yeah, brings his fist up and like brings down each finger like one at a time and forms a fist slowly. And like you can see the caps on his knuckles are like pretty noticeable when he's just like holding it up to the light. I've done a good amount of training just to keep the fists in working order, but I suppose not too often. Yeah.
Would you possibly maybe consider training me just a bit?
Oh? You want to be a paladin too?
I don't want to get on my knees for every sky daddy that promises something great. However, would like to be a bit more helpful in situations.
Well, I have some good news and I have some bad news for you. Actually, I have two good news for you and then one bad news. Which ones do you want in that which order?
She kind of looks at you for a second and just cocks an eyebrow and just goes, I really don't care, man. Whichever one you feel like sharing.
Okay, let's go. Good news, bad news. Okay?
Sure.
Good news. First, you don't need to train your knuckles to be able to punch a tree without feeling too much pain like I do, in order to use these if I ever lose the weapon. So, you can learn how to use, the magic, the smiting, the flashy bits, without that. Second good news. You don't have to get on your knees for a sky daddy. Actually, that's a bit of a misconception. Sure, plenty of the paladins are religious, but I'm actually not all that religious myself. Mainly what you need to do is be able to follow a code of conduct, which leads to part 3, the bad news, is you aren't worshipping a sky daddy, but the fact that you said that is technically part of the reason it's going to be hard to become a paladin.
She kind of like raises her eyebrows, waiting for you to elaborate.
Well, you see, how do I put this? Actually, this is kind of hard to explain. Well, let me explain like this. The first time I was ever able to use a smite, I wasn't really training for it all that much. In fact, one day I was just out chopping wood, and I remember having this really blissful feeling come over me. I was looking out at a nice sunny day, coming to an end. The sunset was very beautiful. And I looked out over the hills, and it looked so peaceful, so perfect. And standing there in the quiet among nature, I thought to myself for a moment, I wonder if this is what it feels like to be a king. To stand and look out over all you own. And then, when I brought down the axe to split the piece of wood, it nearly lit the pile on fire. As, well, I turned half of those logs into charcoal. And that's when I first smited something. So, the magic that paladins wield is something very particular. It's not coming from a god. It's technically the same magic that gods wield. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
So, like, the god of nature, right? Like, what makes them special?
That's the one that they make statues, like the tiny wooden statues that he's got like the really big antlers, right?
Yeah, everybody thinks it's a male. If you read enough textbooks, it's actually a woman. Long story.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's the newer depictions. Anyway, but what makes a god unique to their role is that god's dedication to an idea. They sort of embody something. God of fire, god of fire. And if they were to grant their magic to somebody, either through the clerics or warlocks, they would, possess magic like that god, correct?
Sure.
Well, if humans just embody their own ideals, or any sentient being really, they're able to emit magic in the same way that a god embodying an ideal can emit their magic. Except it's not, specific to like fire or lightning or nature or the stars or something.
Okay. And what does that have to do with me thinking that most religious people are probably brainwashed?
It means as soon as you can figure out yourself and a code to live by, that means you'll be able to use the magic of a paladin. Does that make sense? You need to embody your own ideals perfectly.
Uh-huh. Right.
So, some good training is therapy. Want to share with me why you hate religious people so much?
She kind of thinks about it for a sec. And she's like, do I tell him? Do I not tell him? And then she kind of is just like, she shrugs a bit, and she's gonna basically do the same thing that she showed Naraya a while back, and she's kind of gonna loosen the, like, poofy poet shirt she's got on, and she's gonna kind of drag it down over her shoulder, revealing a bunch of these scars that are usually hidden by the tattoos, but now you can kind of see them a bit clearer, especially the one that has a celestial word essentially carved into the top of her chest.
Ah. That looks painful.
Yep. Pain is quite expected in Finitu's court. And she'll put the shirt back up. It's the people I don't exactly like. Not really the religion itself. I don't like Finitude's religion, but that's just because I think it's absolutely fucking disgusting. But things like prayer and churches and all of that just rubs me the wrong way. Why does it have to be so public and so ingrained into personalities? Most of the people that I've found that are decent people don't make religion their whole thing. But hey, a couple of the lot in here that are religious aren't that bad.
True. Well, people who become religious, well, you know how paladins and clerics are usually lumped in together?
Yeah, one smacks, the other heals.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's because they get their magic in very similar ways. Paladins follow an oath, clerics follow a religion or a god. And they're essentially doing the same thing. It's just, instead of an oath, they swear allegiance to the ideals of a god, which is essentially just, as we put before, a being who embodies some set of ideals. So they're just a paladin with extra steps.
Hmm.
And with being a paladin, there's plenty of wiggle room within the tenets. For example, the first tenet of the Oath of the Ancients is kindle the light. I think the whole thing is through acts of mercy and kindness, kindle the light of hope by beating back despair. Most of that's kind of, I think at least, just kind of beating around the bush. I think the last part is the important bit. You need to actually beat back despair. You know, that's the part of the oath that says, pick up a weapon and actually fight the despair.
Is that why you helped me? In the bar?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Well, there's other tenets to the oath.
Fair enough. If you're not going to elaborate, I won't pry.
That's fine. I'm actually just trying to remember what the tenets are. Oh, I remember. The second, which is shelter the light. Where there is good, beauty, love, and laughter in the world, stand against the wickedness that would swallow it. Where life flourishes, stand against the forces that would render it barren. I saw an innocent-looking individual. Well, never mind, that's a lie. You didn't look innocent. I saw somebody in danger being chased by two people who were very clearly capable of, well, killing you. And I thought, well, 1-on-2 isn't fair, but I'm here.
So I don't have to offer up blood and sweat to get the powers of a paladin then. That's decent enough to know. Feels
Nope.
less icky asking you then.
Yeah. But as long as you keep believing that any form of following oaths or tenets is, well, bad, you won't be able to become a paladin.
I don't.
But, okay. That's a good start then.
She's gonna... As you're, like, talking about it, she pulls out the tarot deck and she kind of shows it off just a little. She's not really showing it off, but she's just holding it out. The woman that gave me this was a follower of eternity. She was the first one that was actually religious that didn't treat me or other people like shit. In fact, she's the reason I became a circus performer instead of a homeless orphan running around trying to find a next pocket to rob. I don't think religion in itself is a bad thing. I think the people that do shit things in the name of it ruined it for everyone. Following oaths and tenets isn't really that bad of a thing. In fact, the hell better to you if you have them. You're right, though. I probably do need to figure out my own. I don't think I really have any.
Well, no time like the present.
Fair enough. She'll put the the fucking English. She'll put the tarot cards back in her pocket, and she'll kind of turn and head back towards the door. Would still be helpful if you showed me how to use my rapier in a way that isn't fanciful and does actual damage.
Oh, yeah. We can do that when we're not on a train, though.
What do you mean you don't want a sword fight on the roof of a train facing imminent death?
At least not one with a steep slope.
Fair enough. I'll leave you to your, nature pondering. And
Oh, I'm actually just drying my hair.
Fucking... What?
Yeah, in the wind.
You don't have, like... You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna... If that's how you want to dry your hair, you dry your hair. I'm going to go back inside and... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe think
Alright,
about those
see ya.
good things. And she'll slide the door back open, walk back in, give you like a 2-finger salute, and then slide the door closed again before walking off.
Word.
Time to fuck Noraya?
Correct.
Correct.
That is my oath.
That is my oath. The oath of hot women.
The oath of
Oath of the
smooch
orgasm.
smooch. This woman once spoke in a funky voice while killing a man, and now I can't get her out of my mind.
Correct.
Or my body.
Hey, yo!
True, it's true.
It's definitely true, absolutely.
I speak nothing but the truth.
The truth and only the truth?
Parentheses lie.
Oh, simping.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
if
oath was
indeed.
him.
Alright, does anyone else want to fuck around and find out?
They're currently so Naraya, having realized that we're coming up on like areas occupied by people that she knows, is kind of like making sure that she's got all her kit together. Like she's gone back to her quarters, has got everything laid out, and is trying to figure out what she actually does have that she can use. Checking inventory and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Where... sorry.
Kagan's preparing for sleep, cleaning his clothes and stuff. Then sleepy time.
Where is Naraya right about now? Oh, sorry, Lemmy.
Where she was sleeping, she's in like a bedroom or quarters sort of
Oh,
area.
fuck yeah, so it's our bedroom, let's go.
Lumi's trying to get the stench off of Winter.
Stinky fox, stinky fox.
Oh,
Stinky man.
doggy.
Yasha, do you want to do anything?
I was going to say I'm going to talk to Noraya, but she's in her bedroom. I'm not going to just go in there.
No, yeah, you can always knock.
I wouldn't know you're going for your inventory, though. I wouldn't be able to see that. I was going to do something with that, but no, it's all good.
I mean, okay, let me put it this way. She would have said that she was going to go do something like that before she went off. But of course, because the way we broke to do actual roleplay, that wasn't said. She has said what she's doing to
When she
those
was
who were still there.
moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, then Broadswords would knock on the door.
Hello? Who is it?
Hey, it's me,
Who's me? Sorry.
Broadswords.
All right, cool. Come in.
He will enter, kind of look at the, I assume, neatly ordered stuff you have, or is it a pile?
Yeah, it's like it's organized into like all the same stuff in different like corners. Yeah, it's all sorted.
He puts like a step forward to like have a slightly better look at it. Looks at Noraya.
What's up?
So all of this is gonna help us talk to them, convince them.
Well, I figure if I need to, make out like I'm here to vend, then it'll help to actually have all my kit in order.
Recent travels have been rather rough on it.
Now, luckily, a lot of this stuff has been pretty safe, and that which hasn't, I've been able to repair to a more than satisfactory degree. Actually, it's looking pretty good. It's all at the very least like it all meets my standards.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And like takes a closer look at it. What's the oldest thing in there that I can just easily make out?
Probably one of the respirators, because those were the first things that she made.
Rothfuss will point at that respirator and say, "You've been building these for a while, haven't you? I saw you in town
few
handing
years.
them out."
Yeah, I mean, well, it's maybe 12 years now?
That is quite a long time.
Hmm,
You've made your living with that?
I've had to. You know, it's all I've had.
No. One's gotta use one's craft to make one's what? Words.
Well, that's it.
That's... Sorry, let me repeat that.
That's okay.
My tongue slipped over itself. One gotta
That's
use
alright.
one's craft to make one's bread.
Yeah. That's it, right? We've all gotta do what we're able.
It's a shame that your craft has to be something that combats pollution. But
I mean,
better than non-existing.
look, there are more stressful or even worse things that I could be doing to get by. You know? I mean, shit, I've had to do some of them. I'm just glad to be at a point now where I'm able to, you know, get by on my not just my creative nature, but on stuff that actually helps people.
You see Rothfuss kinda in a little bit of thought. And just say, not necessarily directed at you, but more into the room. Maybe it's not things that are shit, it's people. Why now, mother? I'll be right back.
I don't think it's people. I mean, think of, like, any given child you've met, right? And tell me that there's not a basic level of human decency in every person. The horrible things that people do, the behaviors, the evils and whatnot that people commit, I don't think it's human nature. I think somewhere along the line, who knows how many thousands of years ago, someone fucked up. Someone, one person, was cruel or started, you know, they started making a society in which people not even didn't care for each other, but people couldn't afford to care for each other at the risk of their own lives. And now here we are. I don't think that's a reflection of, you know, the basic decency of personhood. I think that's a reflection of the society we live in.
Now we
I don't-
have
and
an
I
empire
don't
that
think that-
destroys the town at the flick of a wrist.
Exactly. We have now a system which is destructive, but I don't think that the vast majority of the people in that system are inherently evil or harmful or whatnot. I think that at worst they're misguided for the most part. Some people are genuinely cruel, yeah, but that doesn't come from nowhere. Someone taught them that, or something taught them that. Everyone's got the capacity
Still.
for basic human decency.
Still, some of the cruelty has to be removed.
Well, that's where we're at now, isn't it?
We're waging our own war against the cruel emperor.
Fighting against injustice is the best way to reinforce that basic human decency, you know? Oh, human. It's... Turn of phrase, my apologies.
All good.
But
And
you get
you'll
what
see Rothfuss just scratch his head. Fucking cows. And turn around, grab the dwarf frame on his way out, and look back and just say, "You've given me a lot to think about. Thank you."
You're welcome. Anytime.
Rodsworth,
And
as you leave, you feel a very sharp pain in your head. and you almost realize that you can sense the staff that Kraus had. You feel it nearby.
And I feel direction or just that it is close?
You kind of feel like a pull in a direction. It's like a hot, cold type thing.
Oh god.
Oh god.
You see Rotzos, if you're still looking, Naraya, just perk up a little bit, look left and right, and then go into a direction. I don't know which direction Kagan's room would be.
Yeah, Angels, where is Kagan right now?
He is. Well, if this is after showering and everything, he's probably starting to wind down for the night. And I assume something's fucking going on with his quiver.
Yeah, it's like kind of shaking.
It's quivering.
It's
quivering.
quivering.
His quiver is
So-
quivering.
Quiver is quivering.
So, Kagan is busy making sure that that thing does not escape. You can't let it happen.
Quiver, no quivering.
Quiver, no
Wait,
quivering, exactly.
Yeah, Rotsvus, you're pretty much brought up to wherever Kagan is. I think he's probably in his room.
Yeah, the door is closed. You probably hear like a little muffled of Kagan going, "No."
Rotzos will halt in front of Kagan's door, like realizing, okay, if it's behind any of the doors, it's this one. Do I remember that this is Kagan's room?
If you have seen Kagan in there before, then yes, you do.
Okay.
You also heard him muffled through the door, so.
Fuck, what would Rotzos do?
What would Jesus do?
He
WWR.
waits a couple of seconds in front of the door and just like both hands on his head, just why now? Why? And then bang his fist on the door.
You hear a little short scuffle. I'm gonna try to quickly bind the quiver shut and then stuff it under the bed.
Okay.
What check do you want for it?
I'm just gonna let you do it.
Cool. And as soon as that's done, Kagan opens the door, blocking the entire doorway as he looks down on you. Rodfus. What can I do for you?
You see Rotzvus like slightly attempting to look past you, but realizing there's no way I'm gonna look past this. And he will look up at you and just say, I know it's in here somewhere. I can feel it.
What is? All my stuff? He sort of steps to the side a little, and you can see he's been busy not only cleaning his stuff, but also making sure this is somewhat livable in. So all the things from his cottage is here.
He looks a little bit into the room, and he just would he be angry already? I mean, he is pissed, but would he be yelling? No. And he just says, very much annoyed, the fucking staff. I don't know how or why, but I can feel Krause's staff.
You see the air go out of him. And he just sort of motions with his hand for you to come in as he sits down on the bed, leans in on it and pulls out the quiver. There's a few books stacked on top of the whole of the quiver, wrapped around with hempen rope.
Rothfuss is gonna take a couple steps into the room and close the door.
When I saw the staff, as he begins to undo the mess of a knot he did, I had the instinct to just throw it off the train. Perfect place. Everyone was busy.
Kind of followed that. What happened?
Yes, well, maybe that cat could have stayed in that bag. He says as he starts removing the books from the quiver. But it's been busy trying to get out. And he reaches in and pulls it out. I have a very specific reason for keeping it from you. And he hands it over to you.
He will grab it and just ask, then, why did you take it in the first place?
If I could keep some semblance of more peace towards Numa or the All-Mother, well, in this chance I had, so I took it. A sect. He sort of shakes his head when he says it. Not really if he believes it himself. That stands so against what I believe. I feel like you would understand if you were in the same position. And had
You see Oratza is just putting his head into his neck, like looking up at the fucking ceiling. I am starting to see why everyone distrusts us.
But since we are going to work together more, not just one monolith, not just two, possibly more than 5, I do not know.
3 monoliths. Ha ha ha.
Melissa.
This had to happen sooner or later, even if I didn't want it.
And Rotsvus will look back down, look at Kagan, and just say,
He's not looking at you. He's just sort of looking at the quiver.
I mean, he will still look at you whether you look
Yeah,
back or not.
I mean, he's not meeting your gaze.
And just say, well, I hope that I am worthy of your trust. But know this, I am not Kraus. I stand as violently as he does against the Empire, but... And he looks a little bit away again. I have learned of things he has done throughout our travels. Some things he didn't even tell me. I do not intend to repeat those things.
Then you are already better than he was. And I know, trust broken is hard to be mended, but trust isn't necessarily required to work together to save each other from death. I do not wish to see you die. I do not wish to see anyone die. but
Neither do I wish to see you die. And it is fair to say that trust that hasn't fully been there cannot be broken through something like this.
he nods.
Rothfuss will hold out a hand to shake his hand.
Yeah, Kagan stands up and shakes your hand, meeting your gaze.
Building up that trust.
To establishing.
Thank you.
Of course. Rest well
If-
now.
If there's anything I can do for you, just ask.
Noted.
He will turn around and leave the room, closing the door behind him.
All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Felix, where are you currently?
Felix has gathered her shit and is now entering the room she was sharing with Naraya the first time they were running on the train. And she just, like, she knocks to alert whoever's in there, and then she just, like, comes in anyway. Like, you know, those annoying parents.
Oh,
I'm knocking
hey.
to show that I respect you,
Get
but I'm
out, I wanna
walking in
play
either way too.
D&D.
I
Exactly.
was thinking of that exact reference.
I love you and I respect you, but I'm coming in anyway. Your titties better be in their shirts. Or not, you know, I'm not picky. Yeah, no, she just walks in and just looks at Naraya and goes, "That's a lot of shit."
Yeah, sorry. I'll clear off the bed in a moment.
You're fine, take your time. I'm just... Yeah, I don't want to be out that.
Do you know what the worst thing about this is?
I can think of many, but sure, what's yours?
You know, going into this whole situation, it was like I didn't care so much. You know, it didn't. I was going into this to do something good, and it didn't feel like there was any risk involved, but not because it wasn't dangerous. I didn't care. It's through putting myself in these situations that I'm now that I now actually have something to worry about. You know? I got something to lose now. But that something to lose is doing the same thing I'm doing, so I can't just not do it.
She kind of looks at you a little bit confused, like, clearly this fucking clown is exhausted, and she just kind of looks at you a little confused and goes, "I don't think I have the brain cells to quite understand what you're saying, but I get it, sort of."
I think what I'm trying to say is I care about you, and for the first time in this journey, I'm actually kind of scared because I don't want anything to happen to either of us. I don't want to lose this.
She kind of
Sorry
stops
to
for a second.
not to catch feelings or anything, but there's no shame in that, is there?
She kind of looks at you for a
Shouldn't
second.
be
Her
anyway.
eyes have gone wide, and she's slightly slack-jawed, just like, oh shit, she's actually saying it. Oh, okay, cool.
I know that really I'm saying all this, but really we haven't known each other like all that long, but I needed to say it because things are going fast, and not in the way of our relationship, more like in the world apparently being on the cusp of going to dogs.
No, y- you know I'm like a colossal fuck up, right?
Naraya just sort of slowly looks at her, like up at Felix in the eye, and just sort of goes, "We both are. That's the point. We've both been through shit. We both, you know, consider ourselves fuck ups.
Yeah, but like, she kind of like looks for a place to sit because she's like, what the fuck? She kind of looks at the bed and she gently, like very gently, scoots a few things to the sides and just sits on the edge of the bed and looks at her and is just like, yeah, but like, you've done all these like really cool, nasty things, and you're incredibly fucking smart and very hot in both normal situations and situations where you're stepping on a foe. I'm a literal clown. A failed one at that. My circus went to shit. Just making sure you know what you're looking at here, because I'm not smart. I'm not like, hell, the best thing I can do is make wings pop out of my back, and that's kind of iffy at the moment.
Naraya pops down and kneels at Felix's feet, puts their grabs their hand and holds it in Felix's lap. Look, do you know why I'm able to do these things? Why I'm able to make what I'm able to make? Why I can fight and stuff like that? Do you know why? It's because me not having those skills.
Shakes her head.
Me not having those skills meant that everyone else that I've ever cared about is no longer alive. I understand the feeling like a failure, okay? The feeling like a monumental cock up because, you know what, you're the only one who gets to survive or get by, or something failed and you're still here. Like, I understand that feeling more than anything else. It's been the theme of my life, but I'm trying to learn to not let it define me. And it definitely doesn't define you to me. I know how you feel about yourself because I feel it about me too. And I want you to know that you know exactly how competent you are. You are impressive. Okay? Yeah, you were in a circus that's not around anymore. You did clown things because, all these horrible things happened to you in the past, but look at you now. You were out here goddamn saving the world, and even if you weren't, you're fucking incredible. You are so just skilled and talented and lovely as a person. That's not a learnable skill. You don't learn to be a nice person, or you don't learn to be a decent just being. You are that. Your past and your actions do not define you. They shouldn't define you. I know it's not that easy. It's easier said than done, but these things that you see in yourself, I see the exact opposite. I see nothing but just fantastic beauty.
Felix kind of Like, throughout this whole speech, her eyes have just stayed big as saucers, and she's kind of tearing up a little bit, and she opens her mouth to speak, licks her lips.
Look,
If you're
Sorry.
serious
You
about
go
this,
ahead.
I'm gonna be extremely fucking clingy. I'm gonna warn you right now. I'm not.
Felix.
Mm.
You know, I never like saying this too early, but I worry that I won't ever get the chance again. Felix, I love you.
She jumps slightly, but the grip on your hand that you're holding in she tightens her grip on your hand and is just like, you know, I think I've only felt real love for one other person, and I think that kind of love is quite different because I've never felt something like that ever.
It's okay. You don't even have to love me back. I just, you don't even, and even if you do, you don't even have to say it. I just wanted to tell you.
You were nice to me. I'm now
Okay.
your problem. I'm gonna be your problem for a really fucking long time, so hope you don't regret it.
Good. Good. I couldn't ask
Felix.
for a better problem.
Felix, you and you alone hear clapping, like very sarcastic clapping.
She's you kind of hear it, and she kind of looks up and is like, "Do you hear that?"
Do I hear what?
I'm gonna take that as a no then.
What's happening?
Clapping, like sarcastic applause.
Okay. Where?
Would I need to roll to pinpoint what
No,
direction it's
so
coming from, or is it just in
the
me?
corner of your eye, right behind Noraya, you see the specter that has been haunting you, Sigmund Kraus.
I'm gonna guess you don't see fucked up Santa Claus right behind you either.
Naraya has a little look over her shoulder. Nothing.
I am probably quite exhausted. I'm seeing things. That's exactly what this is.
No,
Look,
you're not seeing
you're-
something.
You're aware of exactly how much things I've been seeing lately. Don't worry. No judgment here.
Speaking.
You want to know where you come from? I'll show you. And he holds out his hand.
Now it wants me to touch his hand, and I'm pretty sure this is exactly how girls get kidnapped and touched in their not fun bits.
Well, for what it's worth, if you end up passing out, I'll catch you. Maybe lie down before taking his hand, though.
No, he's like right behind you. If I want to take his hand, I'm probably gonna have to like actually go over there.
Okay. I've got you then. You go for it.
She kind of looks at you for a second, and then looks back at Kraus, and then just goes, "You know, you really know how to ruin a moment, fuckwit." And then she stands up and tentatively touches his hand.
So your vision immediately goes black. And then it comes to the sound of yelling. And you're in this very rundown motel-like room. And you see a woman who... Has Felix ever seen the mother before?
Yes, however, she was really young. Most of what she remembers is like medium brown hair and these like bright purple eyes, and that's about it. That's all she can remember from a portrait.
So you see the woman from the portrait sitting on the bed, and right in front of her, towering over her, is this very large man who with very short hair but with a big bushy brown beard, and you recognize this man as Derwin II. And she's just sobbing while he's yelling at her and saying, "You need to get rid of the children. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, I will make your life a living hell if you don't do this." And she's just sobbing, and she's like, "I don't want..." "You have to, okay? I'm not just saying that I'm gonna kill you. I will make your life a miserable existence. You will be begging to die if you don't get rid of them. I want nothing to do with them. I don't care how you do it. You just need to get rid of them." And then Sigmund sort of turns to you as everything sort of freezes. And he says, "Felix, that is your name now. I've made up my mind. Well, not so much made up, I've changed it. I want you to get Derwin's son to kill him. And it's going to be a lot easier than you think it is."
Hold on a hot second. Yeah. What makes you think that I'm on board with you all of a sudden? You're haunting me. I was having a wonderful conversation for the first time in my life, and you decide to ruin that too. What makes you think I'm gonna believe some whack-ass trip that I'm having?
Well, you can ask him himself. Or I can show you this next thing, and you can go ask him. Okay?
What next thing?
So the scenery changes, and you're in a dark sort of basement, and you see a kid who kind of looks like a younger version of Valance, but he's in these ratted clothes, and he has a bunch of bruises on him. And you hear these loud footsteps coming down the staircase, and you can see Valance suddenly tense up and then run and try to hide. And you hear the voice of Derwin again saying, "Child, come here now!" And you see Valance sort of tentatively come out from behind barrels. And then Derwin immediately backhands him and sends the young Valance flying across the room into a wall. And then Derwin picks him up by his shoulders, and he says, "You have made a mockery of me, your mother, and your sister." And then you can see Valance sobbing, and he's saying, I'm sorry, Papa. I didn't mean to." And then Derwin just backhands him again and says, "I never wanted you, kid. You are a disgrace to this family." And then Derwin just throws him across the room. "I don't care if you live or die, kid. You will never see my approval." And then Derwin just leaves up the stairs again to leave Valance all beaten and bruised, laying on the ground.
Felix is kind of standing there looking a bit confused, and her eyes start to like go from one side to the next, trying to like piece togethers in her head. Do you want me to roll to see if she like puts the pieces together?
Sure.
Okay. What roll do you want from there, buddy?
Insight.
Lovely insight. I'm also eating a sandwich, so forgive any unsavory noises.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. The Witch of Sand. Why isn't it pulling up?
And which?
Pharaoh's
Fine.
curse.
I am indeed just rolling in fucking D&D Beyond. Where's my insight? There's my insight. Ooh, +5. Hey, 19!
Okay, you can tell that this is definitely Valance, and he was kind of like the kid that they never wanted and that they hated, and that was basically their punching bag.
Yeah, does she put together the woman and the guy and Valance? Does
Yes,
that puzzle piece
yes,
all click? Great!
It all fits together.
She kind of stops as it starts to, like, make sense in her head, and she turns and... Is Sigmund still there?
Yep.
No. No.
What do you
no.
mean, no?
You're
I just-
fucking with me. You've always fucked with me. This is just more mind tricks you're doing.
Go ask him yourself. Then.
You know what? Fuck you, I will.
Oh, good. And your scenery goes back to normal, and you're just back in the train. And
Did I
he is
fall
gone.
over?
Naraya, did you catch her?
I did catch her, yes.
Okay, you've been caught by Naraya.
Okay,
'cause-
cool.
'cause
so
I-
did go limp.
It's not like a, oh, I'm gonna roll for it sort of thing either. It's like a, this will straight up, like, I knew it was coming. I had braced
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
already.
Prepared action.
Yeah, if you will.
She kind of comes back to awareness and she gets her bearings for a second and then looks at Naraya and goes, I really hate that old fucker. Any chance you
You've
saw
got
what
to be more
Valance went?
specific. No, I mean, I've been in here sorting this out since we realized that we were coming up on the mining colonies. I mean, I can find him.
No, I need to either go beat him or figure something out. I will be right back. And she's gonna stand back up, walk towards the door, think about it for a second, turn back around, grab Naraya by her collar, pull her in for a quick kiss, and then turn back around and leave. Without just nothing, just boop, leave.
As Felix has left the room, Naraya's just like stood there for a moment, and then she's just started like doing a little happy wiggle as
wiggle.
a smile has occupied her face.
Happy wiggle.
She's gone full mask off. Oh, she likes me back. Autism mode. It's great. She's doing a little happy stim
Fuck it, mask off.
Aww.
Oh, hell yeah.
where
yeah.
no one can see her.
We're the
She's very
true
happy.
ADHD couple.
Yeah, exactly.
Felix, I
Alright.
don't know what HD is, but the doctor said I got 80 of them.
Oh my god.
I see
Alright.
everything in 80 definition.
Fuck yeah! Then where's that cowboy motherfucker? Is he still where we left him?
He is sitting in a lounge area, but you find
Okay.
him.
He's
Cool.
lounging around.
He just looked deep in thought.
Well, she's gonna, like, throw open the slide door, look around, find him, and be like, you!
He kind of just looks up at you and goes, yes.
She kind of looks around. She's, is anybody else in the lounge area right now?
Is anybody else in the lounge area?
Yeah, I'm probably in the lounge area at this point.
Oh.
Dude, Kagan is sleeping.
Kagan knocked out.
He-
Old man need eepy bedtime.
He old. He needs sleep.
He needs eep. Sorry if you hear my sandwich noises. I'm fucking starving. She kind of looks around, realizes who's in the lounge, and goes, I need to talk to you in private. Like now.
Okay. Alright. He kind of just gets up. Alright. And he kind of leads her to outside of the cars where no one is.
Good enough. And she looks around, scans to make sure no one's, like, up on the roof or some shit listening, and she looks at him and goes, Who's your father? You mentioned something about being a part of a big family. Which one's your father?
you know, you can tell he's kind of doesn't really want to talk about this. And he goes, you know, he's the brother of the Empress. Yeah.
Damn it. He's not lying then. Fuck. She looks up at him and then she kind of like
Okay.
extends a hand. Looks like I
he,
figured out what family I'm a part of.
He kind of goes wide-eyed. And he goes, "No, you're kidding me, right?"
You want a fucking blood test?
No, it's just... He kind of sighs and just leans against the railing. You're the...
Looks like your father wasn't exactly the most faithful of people. Nor the nicest.
He kind of just looks off into the distance. Yeah.
Well, at least you know I'm not here to kill you now.
Yeah.
Look, I don't exactly particularly like you, however... family does sort of mean something to me, and since we are related by blood...
Yeah, well, you have a lot to learn about this family.
Oh, yeah. No, I kind of guessed about that. Look, I don't exactly hate you anymore, so I'm trying not to ruin that, but... She kind of debates whether or not to tell him, and then she decides not to. Just know... I'm kind of on your side.
You know, when I was younger, I figured out that my father was having an affair, and I told my mom. And that got me put in a shithole for the rest of my life. My mom didn't care. She only cared that I knew.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to say to that, other than I'm sorry that your parents are shit people, and, if I could, I'd shit in a bag for you, and you could light it on fire on the doorstep or something.
How'd you figure it out?
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Well, I've spent my life keeping secrets, so yeah.
Fair enough. I keep seeing Sigmund. He's around, taunting me. He decided...
The guy who died.
Yeah, the guy who died. Turns out he is either not dead or very good at manipulating the spirit world, because he keeps showing up and taunting me and no one else can see him. Right in the middle of a very lovely conversation, by the way.
Huh.
Even in death,
Well-
he's an asshole.
Don't really know what to say about that.
See, look at that. We're already acting like siblings.
Yeah, well, my other sister wants to kill me, so...
Well, now you have one that doesn't, so... evens out, I guess.
Fair enough.
For the moment, let's keep this between you and me. And... Noraya.
Noraya. Does Noraya know already?
I was kind of in her room when it happened.
Alright. Besides her, no one else knows.
No one else.
Good.
I mean, I know about the dude in the dreams, but no one else.
She's definitely gonna fucking tell you. Come on.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I
She's
assume
asking
this-
forgiveness, not consent.
Correct.
I assume the Sigmund Sigmund guy really wants you to kill him, huh?
Something like that.
Can't say I blame him.
Unfortunately, I can't say that either. Because I think he's right. Problem is it's really hard to agree with someone who... She kind of looks at him for a second and then is like, well, I think you get it. Fucks up your entire childhood and makes your life a living hell. Not exactly someone I want to
Classic.
agree with, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Anyways.
I'm gonna go, back to having my lovely conversation and hopefully get a little bit of sleep. Try not to
Yeah,
die on
it's-
us while you, sit and brood.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
She's gonna, like, raise her hand, not to, like, hit him or anything, and she doesn't look like any aggressive, it's just this gentle raise the hand. She awkwardly kind of, like, pats his shoulder.
He kind of just gives you a nod and a slight smile.
She's then going to leave. Because it's like, listen, you're not the brother I grew up with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna treat you like that, but, also, what's up, bro? And then she just leaves.
Yeah.
Goes
Good
back
idea.
to Narai.
How many brothers are we at now? Because there was someone else. There was another brother whose name was on a gravestone back in one of the visions I saw. Was that?
That was
Valance?
mine. That was my brother.
Okay, cool.
That was Fenrir.
Valance only has
That was
another
Fenrir.
sister.
Cool.
Should we go on break right now?
Yeah.
You know what? That would be
That's
a
a
great
good
idea.
idea.
Let's go
Word.
break.
Let's have
Yeah,
a pee-pee
let's
break,
pee.
all. Pee-pee break. Whee!
Go piss,
Word.
girl, and
Go
also
piss, girl. You what?
You what?
You what?
I was gonna say something, but I realized that's too late.
It's too late. It's too late. We're live now. Hey yo.
Hey,
I was gonna say something, but I was like, nope, it's too late now.
See, I've had a thought, but I'm not sure if it's a thought that'll be allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
No, in a
DM it
different
to
way,
me.
because
DM it to me.
this thought. Okay, yeah. I will shoot it your way.
What
Fuck
are they
yeah.
It's
gonna
nothing.
do?
It's nothing
Demonetize
problematic.
us?
It's just like it's nothing problematic. It's funny, but it is demonetization funny.
Fuck yeah, I
So
love
the good kind of
demonetization
funny. YouTube does have the funnies when it comes to that.
It's true. You sneeze wrong and they immediately think you said the N-word.
Yep.
Donde estás, my shit brother?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Indeed.
Okay.
Who
Felix,
else
you're
is
going
ready?
back to Noraya.
Yeah.
Valance just goes back and sits back in the lounge.
Felix, you go back into gay baby prison.
Is anybody else doing anything? Do you want to finish your conversation, Felix, with Noraya?
I mean, we don't have to go through all that. She pretty much just goes back and it's now snuggle time. She'll probably
Okay.
tell Naraya, like, hey yo, guess what? I don't have just one brother.
Ooh.
I got two.
Tell us.
Ooh.
Okay, so I assume everyone's going to sleep.
I mean, eventually.
After we're done raw dogging it.
Oh god. Okay. So you're all woken up by this train suddenly stopping.
How
And
hard?
After a
everyone
long
needs to make a
rest?
dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to
hard.
avoid getting thrown off whatever you're on.
Fuck yeah. I still have to do fucking D&D.
Can I,
To
Can I
avoid
can I
getting
argue
thrown off
can I
of your
argue for
shoulder.
advantage because the bed's against the wall and I'm on that side of the bed?
Yes, you can, but Felix is gonna have double disadvantage.
Double
Because
disadvantage.
if they fail, they go into
double
me.
disadvantage.
Which one are we
What was it?
making?
Dexterity.
Dex?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex.
Oh, that's a
okay.
roll for me. That's.
Ooh,
Oh,
+4.
I got a 4.
I got an 11.
15.
Good news. I got a 7.
I got a
Anyone
4.
below a 12 gets thrown off their bed.
Lovely. Felix gets thrown off the bed.
I've fallen down the crack between the bed and the wall.
It just
Like,
the
I'm-
bed shifted over. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, a position that I have actually woken up in and been stuck in.
Same.
Oh no. Oh no.
Point laugh.
I'm like a book. I just fall down the edge. Just fall down the cracks.
Why such a fucking sudden stop?
Good question.
Oh.
Let's go.
I think we
find out.
might be
You
here.
in the same room? Ooh.
Oh, of course.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Shit.
I got too excited in the car.
Lamau.
Louis just 2 times like, wait, did he come knocking at the door? Fuck. This is going through her brain. Because she was too fucking cocked out.
Can I roll
Oh,
a
yeah.
con save to see if Kagan is still asleep?
Lamau.
Please?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
18! He
Yes, you
sleeps!
fell off your bed, but you're still asleep somehow.
Perfect. Perfect.
Been there, done that.
This are the good saves people.
But you couldn't get that for the dexterity save?
It's
Lamau.
more funny this way. All for comedy.
I
It's
assume
all for
we're
the bit.
all gathering in the main room.
Indeed.
Sure.
If you look
Okay,
out the train,
question. If we're gathering in the main room, do pants have to be worn?
Yes.
up to you.
Okay, but hear me out. Naraya's shirt.
Yes.
I
Okay.
guess.
Alright, I'm
What
doing
about
that.
Naraya's
100%
shirt?
for this.
I brain went, I understand that, yes.
Thank you.
You all get there and you just see Valance looking out the window. And if you look out the window, you can tell that the track ahead of you has been destroyed. and there's just a bunch of miners now staring at the train.
Oi, kids, scram!
Please, oh my God, tell
What
me
the
when
fuck
it's
is
not
that kind
of-
walking.
You see a bunch of miners go, it's Noraya! Wow! And you feel really bad because even though they know
Oh.
your name, you have no idea who the hell they are.
I'm so sorry for yelling. Someone said that there was minors, and I assumed there was kids like screwing around. You know, my apologies.
No, we're like,
Hi, folks.
you helped us a lot, Noraya. You're the best.
Yeah, no, of course. Hey, what's the deal with the rail being broken anyway? What's happened there? Everything okay?
Oh yeah, you see all this landscape has changed and everything. When the monolith showed up, all these crystals and stuff formed, and it just destroyed the rest of the track.
Oh, we're actually trying to get there.
To the
Could you
monolith.
point? Yeah. I gotta go there to check it out, make some new PPE so that any of y'all who have to hang around it aren't gonna be, endangered or whatnot.
We gotta go get Foreman Jengus, and you know of this Foreman Jengus.
I love Genghis.
He
I
was
love
a
Genghis.
very
He's good.
big man, and he was like your best friend when you were there.
Big
But he's
fella.
like-
Give me a piggyback ride.
Yeah, and they kind of go off to like a makeshift shack put up for like mining
Makeshift is
operations.
everywhere.
makeshift shack.
Oh my god.
And you see this very large man, like, sprint out the building. He sees you, Naraya, and he just points at you. And you can tell this man is very happy.
Hey, Genghis!
He just charges at the train. Hey!
I like hop over the railing and like go over to say hi.
How's it going? He like offers a hand to you, and he's gonna do that bro hug type thing.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just coming down here to check out the conditions around this this monolith. Make sure there's nothing there that's gonna put you guys in danger.
Yeah. Noraya. Between you and me, we all know that you went into the last monolith, and you're not really thinking about going into that thing again, are you?
Look,
You bet your sweet bippy we're going in there.
look, I don't have anything else to really add to that aside from there's a lot more going on than I think is quite evident. There's a lot of stuff under the the top layer of things that really making me quite concerned. I got to go in there to make sure that things are not going to get any worse.
Yeah. I understand, right? I mean, this minerals that corporation has as mining are some weird stuff. I've never seen anything like it before. But
Yeah.
they have set up this large wall around this thing. They call it the exclusion zone. And
Mhm.
most of this wall is heavily fortified. They got some like magic sensors or whatnot on it. But
Yeah. Hey,
he kind of looks around. He's like, "All right, between me and you, can you keep a secret?"
yeah. I mean, I can. Yeah, you know me.
Promise me that you'll keep yourself safe.
Absolutely. That's my job.
You really want to go into that monolith, don't you?
I need to.
So, he looks around again. There has been some damage to a segment of the wall. And there's not a lot of the Advent guards around it. It's just mostly construction workers. That'd be your best bet at
Mhm.
getting through the wall.
Okay. And those construction workers, they with your crew, or are they affiliated in any way? Like,
No, they're with Advent.
okay. So, okay, that's all right. We can work with that. By the way, you fellas doing all this mineral extraction, do you still have those those heavy duty protective suits?
Oh yeah,
that I
we've
made
been
you
wearing
guys
them
a couple of years
every
ago.
time we interact with these things. We have no idea what they are.
Good.
They frankly terrify us, but they're giving
Is-
us good pay and they're keeping us safe. Advent's
Listen,
they've
if
been
you-
great to us.
if you interact with these for too long, especially if you hang around this area for too long, especially if you start getting those minerals in you, you need to really make sure that you need to make sure you don't do that, or that you go and get some sort of cleansing ritual done immediately, because these things, they're gonna damage you from the very foundations of your body unless you are wearing full protective equipment.
No, trust me, Advent's been great to us, Noraya. They told us the dangers, but they're giving us hazard pay. Can you believe that, Noraya? I've
Okay,
never heard of it before. What the
that's
heck
pretty
is even
good.
hazard pay?
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and they told us to keep ourselves safe. We've been wearing the stuff whenever we're mining, and they told us the signs of what they call radiation sickness. I have no idea what that is.
No, that's exactly
But-
it. That's just what we're
yeah.
warning against.
Yeah. But, Noraya, there's been some weird creatures behind that wall, though. I think that's what they're protecting us from. They're
Mhm.
like, they're like big wolves, but they're like made of crystals and stuff. It's weird. I don't like
It's,
it, but
I know the ones you mean. We had some encounters with them. But we've figured out how to sort of communicate with them a little bit. So we're hopefully getting into this monolith will allow us to, take care of this. Make sure you guys can stay nice and safe.
yeah.
Lovely. Alrighty.
I'm just really thankful for you, Noraya, and that you've kept this business afloat. I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for you, and you really ought to go meet that Rockford Hondrick guy. I met him myself. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He really
think
cares
I'll,
about everyone who he hires.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll say hi to him afterwards. But
Yeah.
right now we've got a priority to take care of. Speaking of which, how close can you get us?
He thinks for a moment. He says, I can provide you some mining disguises, and I can write a bogus report that says we have been authorized to scope out an area behind the wall.
That's perfect.
But whether or not you can sell that, I don't know. Just don't let them get in contact with anyone at Advent, I guess.
No, that's okay. I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Come over to my office over here. Gives a little chuckle and points at the makeshift shack.
It's all right.
Alright, take it.
Hey, folks, let's go.
Can I at least put
Onward.
some pants on first?
Can we get our stuff first? On.
It's
Yeah, I'll go start
Also,
grub.
where the fuck is Kagan?
Don't tell me you actually slept through that.
I would be surprised.
I'll
Who
get
wants to
started
draw?
on
Not me.
grub.
She touches her nose.
You all go get ready. I'll meet you up in that. I don't know what to call it. Cabin, makeshift shack. You know, it's my office. I'll meet you in there. I'll get started and I'll grub. And he just nods to you all and then walks back towards the makeshift shack.
Makeshift? Dun dun.
It's a
Every
sweater!
time.
My
So
God,
who's
he's
gonna go
a
wake Kagan up?
Every
Not
time
me.
his name is said, he grows more powerful.
Not it.
Not it.
I'll go do it. Sounds fun.
Yeah, I actually have to watch this though, so I will follow at least.
Sounds good. So me and Lumi are going to go wake him up.
All right. You approach Kagan's door. What would you like to do?
I just open it.
You
I've already
hear-
seen this man naked.
You hear before
Kagan?
you even open it, Kagan snoring through the door.
Kagan, are you wearing anything?
He still snores like that?
Yes. He
Kagan's
sleeps
wearing
in pajamas.
What would you like to do to wake this man up?
I
Oh,
turn to
before-
Lumi and I say,
Well, I guess it makes sense that he sleeps like the dead. Anyway, I guess we just gotta. I just like walk over to him and I just like.
And so before you wake him up, what the fuck did you just mean?
What? I just said it makes sense that he sleeps like the dead.
Why?
Motherfucker can smell.
God.
Have y'all forgotten that this fucker can smell it? He smelled
He
me
does-
from a mile away.
Okay, but like this is Louis who doesn't know, so it's like, huh?
I'm talking
What do
about
you
you.
I know how Ansel is able to, but Lumi doesn't. She's like,
I wasn't talking about you.
Anyway, back into character. Ansel turns to you and says, "What do you mean?"
what the fuck do you mean by it makes sense he sleeps like the dead?
I mean, he's technically undead.
Oh, God.
Eh?
Was that? Wait. Oh, was that a secret?
Yeah. Motherfucker just able to smell every non-human person in the party. Sniff, sniff, smells like angel. Sniff, sniff, smells like dead guy.
I mean, like, I carried him around for a while. He was all clammy. He felt like a corpse. And I was like, oh, yeah. He's definitely. Maybe I should wake him up before I continue this conversation.
Wise.
And I just I use like my foot to like tap on his shoulder and like shake him.
Kagan, roll
Bro.
Constitution saving throw
Oh, okay, prepare.
from being woken up.
15!
You are still asleep.
Cover his nose and his mouth. There you go. That worked.
Yeah, I cover his nose to like.
Another Constitution saving throw.
No, nothing changes!
Oh gosh. Okay.
I say, yep, see, he doesn't need to breathe. See? Haven't you noticed that his chest isn't rising and falling? I thought that was obvious.
Why the fuck is he snoring?
Oh, wait, well, he was wearing all the armor all the time. Well, anyway, let me just.
I just like grab him by the shoulders and like shake harder.
Kagan, you know what to do.
4.
Oh, you're woken up now.
Why have you dragged me to the floor?
I didn't. You were just on the floor.
Sudden
No.
train stop. How the hell did you sleep through it?
I'm old.
Well,
Ah,
I think we know how he slept through it. I literally just tried to shake him awake 3 different ways.
and,
What's,
how old would that be?
Oh, I'm 51.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes,
Oh.
you can.
You're shockingly young.
For an orc? No.
Where the fuck is insight?
No, not for an orc, I mean.
My
Make
grandpa
a
was...
Fine,
deception,
fuck
make
me.
a deception check, Kagan.
No, it would be persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, yeah, do that.
He's not lying.
Yeah,
Full orcs don't get too
you
old.
believe him.
I mean, my grandpa, he got obscenely old. He became, what, 75? And it wasn't pretty those last 5 years.
Oh.
Why? What? So what? Why did the train stop? I thought we were...
Rail tracks are
He
gone.
begins standing up. Sorry?
Rail tracks are gone.
Oh. He stands up to his full height. That would explain it.
Lumi's giving you like a weird look, like,
What? I'm old. I sleep through many things.
It's not that. It's what Ansel said. It's fine. Maybe you'll say it eventually.
He
And
looks at
Lumi walks
Ansel.
away.
No, hold on. He sort of reaches out gently, stops you, just touches your shoulder, he then looks at Ansel. What did you say?
Oh, I was just saying you sound really young.
Before that, before you woke him up.
Oh, yeah. Well, technically the same thing. You're really young for a vampire.
Dun, dun.
I'm sorry, what if we
I'm
missed
not-
that part?
I'm not a vampire.
You're definitely some kind of undead. And I'm
That-
like 80% certain it's vampire.
Ansel, I just woke up. I am not in the mood for jokes.
Huh. Then why'd you feel like a corpse when I was carrying you around that one time?
I'm old.
Make a deception check.
Yes! 9!
Okay, make an insight check.
Can I also
Let's
do an
see.
insight check again?
Yes, you can.
Come on, character sheet.
Yes!
Luby
character
is not
sheet.
picking up anything, and she's got a 2 in there.
Kagan, gaslighting master.
Insight.
Come on, come on.
Come on,
come
Makeshift.
roll.
Good
Come
roll,
on.
please. You're gonna save us
fail,
here.
Fail! No!
Makeshift, he is full of shit. Literally.
And then I go, well, I also just held your mouth shut. You wouldn't be able to breathe, and you didn't wake up.
Does he have a nose or not?
He does. He does have a nose.
I mean,
Uh,
that's why
you're all
Luby said plug
idiots
his
all the
nose
way
and
down.
close his mouth.
Can I tell that? Can I tell that? Wait, who's buying it? Can I tell who's buying my lies?
I mean,
Make an
technically she's
insight
buying your
check.
lines. However, Ansel's words of like this man's like it makes sense. He was sleeping like the dead's like.
7. Uh-oh.
You can kind of barely tell that Lumi's like, oh, that makes sense. But you can see that Ansel's just staring stone cold at you. You have no idea what the answer.
He's thinking of a way to start a new religion about this.
Exactly.
JoJo's.
Or I can't be undead. I can't be a vampire. I've been out in the sun. We've seen it.
That's a good point. Anyway, even if you were, it doesn't really matter to me. We got some business outside right now. Oh, what's up, Lumi?
None. Just more of like, if that's the case, be honest, not fucking lie. But I don't know.
And she's gonna go get her stuff.
Hello, me. I'm the problem.
Yes, she is aware. Okay, shush.
I assume Lumi then leaves.
Yes, to go get her stuff.
Kagan's gonna stop Ansel before he leaves. Okay, listen,
What's up?
do not tell the others.
Yeah, I kind of gleaned that when it seemed like I kind of caught on that it was a secret when I was talking with Lumi.
Okay, good. Most people are not as pragmatic as you are.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't recall off the top of my head what pragmatic means.
Most people aren't as with the flow as you are.
Oh, I gotcha.
He walks over and closes the door, make sure no one's listening. When people hear vampire, they go, blood-sucking killer. Not the greatest of introductions. Or, correctly thought ideas, but you know what I mean.
True.
Please do not bring this to the others.
Don't worry. I can keep a secret.
Does Kagan believe him?
And I follow that up by saying,
If you were going to be a blood-sucking killer, you would have either left the group of adventurers that could probably kill you, or you would have tried to kill somebody by now, and you haven't done that.
A memory
It's,
comes to you. You remember the Shark Man hunting you all because of Jerry. And you kind of piece it all together.
Oh, yeah. That
Mm.
dude.
Oh,
Wait, did you kill that one dude that was hanging out with the shark guy?
is that really important right now?
A little bit. Because he's been hunting us. He's really good at finding us, too.
I am not a vampire. I am something before. I'm not exactly sure what word there is for it. I just know that I don't breathe. I have abilities others don't possess. And alongside requiring food, he winces a little bit. I sort of require drinking the spinal fluid of people who are animals.
Huh. That is
So-
really specific.
It is. So I do not drink blood. I drink spinal fluid, and that's how I. He does like he grits his teeth a bit. And that's how I murdered that guy, who the shark man is now trying to get revenge for.
Well, I got good news for you.
There's
Of almost all the people you could have killed and eaten, that I am certain you killed and ate, that was the one person who you could have killed and eaten, who I am certain was, kind of had it coming. And why do I know that?
You met him before.
Because I tried to kill him first. All right, let's go out there now.
All right, well, I need to get ready.
All right, just get some pants on. I'll meet you out there.
Good. He's he's still not really absorbing the fact that this went so smoothly as it did.
Yep. Because I tried to kill him first. Bye. You're morally in the right, because I'm also in the wrong. Let's go. Let's go adventure.
Yeah. He's just like, hey buddy, did you try and do a murder? Oh, sick, me too. Fuck yeah.
High fives.
Hey,
It was-
same dude. Hey.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blackmail you. Here's the same information about me.
Yeah, Kagan will get ready and join the others.
Felix
Are
will
you
do
all-
the same, putting on pants.
I am
other
outside and I'm
assorted
already
clothes.
clothed.
Lucky.
Are you all going up to the makeshift shack?
Yes.
Yes,
Makeshift.
we're going after the
nunchuck.
square man.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You all
Stop
enter-
it!
You
No.
all enter the makeshift shack, and he has set out plates of rice with an egg, like a fried egg on top of it.
Oh, fuck yeah, it looks delicious.
He's just waiting for y'all. He's this nice big man. He's a human, but he's almost as big as Kagan, and he's a lot wider.
I want to try something
Thank you,
real
my
quick.
favorite foreman.
You want to try something?
I want to try something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it very quiet though. I just want to, whip my little hand over it and maybe not detect what's it called?
Poison.
It's poison and disease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
That's the bitch.
That's the spell. Yeah. What the fuck? It's not in the bard spell list, you fucking clown. It's in the paladin spell list. Yeah, detect poison and disease. For the duration, you can sense the presence and locations of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. So, I just want to check it. I just want to try it. I want to try
Okay.
it. I'm just gonna... I don't think he's poisoning us. I just want to check it. Just see if it works.
It's not poisonous.
Fuck yeah. She kind of smirks to herself and then just digs in.
Yum yum.
It is very good.
Fuck yeah.
So, I had a thought. Obviously,
Oh.
all of you passing as... He's just saying to this as you're all eating and digging into the food. All of you passing as a mining crew would not be a good idea. So I think a few of you should pose as guards hired by Advent to protect the miners in that area.
Well, if I may make a pitch, I mean, I'm already quite literally a safety inspector. If I just disguise myself as a different safety inspector, that gives us also a valid reason to be going in there, so we can check, hazardous contaminant levels and stuff like that. So we could always go for that angle too. Have a little, couple of miners, couple of guards, and then a safety person who's actually doing the job that they're all going in there for.
You see, Noraya, this is why you are the best.
You're damn right. You're pretty good as well, I mean, look at this. You've given us all this, beautiful food. You set up all this plan. I can't thank you enough. You're an absolute legend.
It's very kind.
I just want to. I'm paying it forward. You helped me, help the company, and I just want to,
Yeah.
do something to help you out.
Well, if some of us need to pose as guards, I think it would do quite good.
Definitely you. I don't think they would buy you being a minor.
And we're certainly not. I'm 51.
Exactly. Let's see. He points around. He points to Ratchvas, you, then to Ansel, and to Kagan. You three will be the guards. Then
Oi,
he points
do
at
you,
Felix and
do you
Lumi.
carry around like pigeons in these mines, like the canaries or something like that?
Canaries, yes.
To detect poison.
Yeah.
Not anymore. We have more sophisticated measures.
Damn, I was gonna say you could just make the druid turn into a fucking canary.
I'm not getting a workout. My shape shifting. Jeez.
Well, you could hide as a mouse somewhere.
Yes, being a rodent again.
Well, what do you want to be? A big fucking lion?
A bug?
I think it'd be better if there was 2 miners. We don't usually send a miner out alone.
Well, would it be quite wise to have all 3 of us as guards?
I mean, I could play a miner. I've played worse roles, but still.
Well, it is a very dangerous area. They'd expect no less than 3 guards.
I was thinking more of... Not to undermine you, but I don't think you have quite the physique of a miner, Felix.
Are you saying that we only hire big burly men? Because I assure you we do not.
I
Do you hire
have
big
met...
burly women?
We
I have
hire
met
anybody.
many.
They do.
Miners.
They've got a real equal opportunity hiring process. I was considered for a while there. They actually they had me on payroll for a bit when I was doing my, safety inspector work for them. It's a really good employer. They got some good benefits.
He just nods his head.
Well,
Do any of their guards have any animals?
Actually, yeah, you could be a sniffer dog.
I'm asking, do they have any animals in the?
I haven't seen any guards bring in any
You-
animals.
I mean,
Kind
Lumi,
of
for
a
what it's
dangerous area for that.
worth, you wouldn't have to be there for the guards. I mean, I'm going in there to do safety inspection. Having a sniffer dog wouldn't be out of place.
It would not.
True. That just leaves what the fuck we're gonna do with winter.
Shrink
Bigger
it
sniffer
down,
dog.
put it in your pocket.
a bit too big, I think.
Look, they come in all shapes and sizes.
True. I could carry her around my neck.
Lamau! Felix just
Are they
laughs
good
into
at
the
playing
rights.
dead? Are they,
Lumi's just
are they
looking at you,
good
just like,
are they good at playing
Lumi,
dead?
winter around your neck? I mean, she's a fox. Big one, too.
Yeah, and how many people in the city have you seen wear fox fur?
Hmm.
Exactly.
He already motions to the fur lining of his cloak.
I can use the prestidigitation to turn your cloak white, and then she'll blend in. Easy.
That's a good idea.
Alright, well, I have the mining outfits along with the mining equipment prepared.
Hot.
If you could, if everything goes well, if you could just return it to me. We can't just be... it takes a lot of money to buy new equipment.
We'll see what we can do.
If you can't, no worries, it's just... we prefer not to.
Very understandable.
All right, so who's guards, who's miners, and also who is a dog?
Oof.
Who's a dog? You are. You are.
No, who here can shapeshift?
Well, you, but like I don't know. Everyone here's been coming out with all sorts of secret shit lately, so I don't know. I figured I'd ask.
The guy goes eye white for a few seconds.
What type not a secret? Isn't it just Felix?
No, I mean, you know, it looks over at like Ansel and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna rat anyone out, but I think people have been forgetting what things other people don't know that they know. But look, we'll deal with that later.
Alright, how about this? Boys, you're all guards. Will be miners and or a first stall. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right.
Lumi's gonna walk over to Kagan and go, "You actually harm Winter. This is just a reminder. I will end you."
And I'll remind you again that I have respect. I won't.
Just a reminder.
Okay, just to confirm, Felix and Lumi are the miners, Noraya is the safety inspector, and everyone else is the guard.
No,
Uh,
Lumi's gonna.
Lumi is a
the
dog.
Lumi's going
Lumi
with
is a
dog.
sniffer dog.
So you
Woof,
have
woof.
one miner, one dog, a safety inspector, and 3 guards.
Yes.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, are you all ready?"
Yep, let's go.
Okay. He kind of leads you out of it, and you walk about half a mile up to the point of the gate that is barely manned, and has just a lot of construction crews. And he says, "Well, this is as far as I can go. There's one representative from Advent. We've just been using this as a entrance and exit. We rarely go into there. They don't let us go very far, but if you can convince him that you need to go deeper, he'll just let you alone."
Mm,
Okay.
that's all good.
Good luck.
I'll. Thank you, and I'll see you on the other side.
He extends his hand again to do another bro hug.
Mm. I respond. I give it back to him.
Okay, he just walks away, but occasionally turns his head around to look back at you, and he just keeps walking.
Sweet man.
Alrighty, let's go up to the gate. Or to the damaged and underguarded area.
Lead away, Inspector.
You approach the one man who looks like he's in charge of this whole thing, and he puts his hand out and he goes, "What business do you have here?"
Hi, yes. We've been sent by the company to just come and have a little bit of a safety inspection, make sure that, you know, we can actually continue excavating in this area. None of this, you know, radiation, all that sort of going to leak out and hurt anyone.
Do you have the documentation?
Oh, yes, of course. I produce the? Because he made us some documentation, didn't he? Or did he just forget to give it to us?
He gave it to you, yeah. I just forgot to
Yeah.
say
Oh.
that.
Yes, this should cover all the relevant permits and whatnot. Here you are.
He takes it, flips through it. Mining operation. He counts all of you. Only one miner.
Yes, well, it's actually more for my sake. I'm the safety inspector. We've got a representative of the actual miners as well, and then we've got of course, guards with us to make sure that, we're doing what we're there to do.
I didn't hear anything about this from the higher ups.
That's an oversight. Though, mind you, looking at the state of this wall, I can kind of understand why it might have gotten a little bit lost in communication.
Do a persuasion check.
Look, it's no matter. We can just head on by if you are all right with that. Oh, no way! I got a 1. Bad rolls today.
He goes, give me 1 second. Let me just call the higher ups. I'm sure they'll take care of this.
I would like to cast Charm Person.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Ooh.
Casting it. My fucking thing still will not pull up Felix's character sheet. It's quite annoying. Let me look at the actual spell in fucking D&D Beyond here, because it genuinely will not show my shit. You attempt to charm a humanoid you see within range. It must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. You have successfully charmed him.
Yes! I will cast the Charm Person, reach my hand out and go, that won't be necessary, mate. It's only gonna be like 20 minutes.
That won't be necessary, mate. And he kind of puts his, walkie-talkie radio thing away. You may pass.
Alright,
You can
thanks,
tell he's,
bravo. I owe you one.
very robotic now, but you all pass, and he kind of just puts his head to his head. And he's like, "What the fuck?" But he kind of forgets about you all, and you kind of just pass. You're all in this really rocky area, but the sand is not normal color. It's like a reddish sand with purplish bits in it, with a bunch of crystals and everything. And to your very right, there's a river. A very deep river running through it. So picture the area around the Grand Canyon.
It's like expanse.
Yeah.
And that's pretty promising, at least. Naraya is actually gonna chuck her mask on and make sure that's all good.
Does everyone else have a mask?
Felix does, and she definitely puts hers on after she sees Naraya put hers on.
If I was given one, yes.
Do you folks want one as well, or? Because as much as I was using this as an excuse, we don't actually know what the situation is over here.
No, you're correct, and this is not like this city. See if you can't, the others should be prioritized first. Whatever can be harmful, well, I'm not a young spry chicken no more. I don't have much life left.
You can have one of these then. Yep, let's go. Just passing them.
Lumi's gonna bark at you.
You know what's really funny?
You failed your checks. You failed your checks. You still believe. Hush.
You know what's really funny, Lumi, is, and she's gonna pull out, Naraya's gonna pull out a kind of funny looking one. I made this as a commission for someone, and they never picked it up. So there you go. I do actually have a dog-shaped one.
What kind of dog is Lumi?
Rottweiler.
Are you like a bloodhound or
German Shepherd?
Irish Wolfhound.
Husky.
No,
Husky,
I
Husky.
remember we talked about this at one point about dogs, and I can't remember the one we picked for me, because that's what she would be. I don't remember what it was. I'll go. Yeah, we'll go Bloodhound.
Okay,
That
Bloodhound?
fits.
Nuts.
Yeah.
nice.
I,
It's
I,
like-
I kneel down and I fit the mask over your mouth. It's kind of like a muzzle, but also like it's covering everyone else's mouths too. So it's just about
Lumi,
breathing.
You kind of realize you don't have to be a dog anymore because you passed the gate.
Oh yeah.
Lumi doesn't care. She's staying informed because God fucking damn it, she's only got 2 fucking wild shapes. She's not wasting this time.
As you all are putting on your mask, you can hear unearthly howls in the distance that don't sound like normal wolves.
Right.
All right, looks down at Lumi almost jokingly and says, "Friends of yours?"
Looks at you in disappointment, like, really?
Gives them the dog side eye.
Yep, exactly. Just.
The fucking homophobic dog.
That's the exact one. Yeah.
Can I roll nature to see how many a wolf pack usually is?
Yes, you can.
Because if it's more than what's normal, which by the sounds of it is, then oh no, that's a 5.
The only thing in your brain going right now is wolf bad, and you're all right here.
So we've already been told there's weird crystal dogs in this area.
Yes,
This isn't particularly surprising.
Where are we?
right here.
There's no
Bottom
page.
left-hand corner.
Bottom left. Okay.
Bottom left, okay.
Now let's see. Let's put down.
Oh right, we have these tokens.
Let's
Yep.
get down to business.
Business.
To
To
defeat
the
Feet.
feet of the
My
Yeah,
boss.
mum. We all went different directions with it, but we all had the same spirit.
Okay, there we go.
He's a little confused, but he has the right spirit.
What the fuck?
Eh. Good hell, stand still. Stop moving, Naraya.
Where the fuck are we? Oh,
Now, bottom left corner.
do I look like I have eyes? Do I look like I can see?
You have a
the
VR
eyes
headset,
on your
so I
head just
assume you have at least one.
Damn.
Otherwise, you might as well just
Uh-oh.
get headphones.
Oops, it easy. Oh golly gosh.
Anyways.
Well, we should try to approach, shouldn't we? Even with the wolves on the prowl.
Yeah, keep in mind, I've heard a lot of strange things in the night. Wolves were very common, coyotes too. That sounded really, really not natural, so
You're
Let's-
very correct.
let's try and avoid that. After all, once we're in the monolith, that's what matters. So,
Well, if everyone would get somewhat closer to me, Kagan's going to produce a small little bag and a mistletoe as he holds it up into the air a little bit, and then in a quick circle spins around in the air as the shadows around us seem to deepen a little bit. I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
You do that.
So, Kagan is going to begin stealthing and advises everyone to do the same. Single line, walk in each other's footsteps, okay?
Aye, aye. Let's go.
Just for the sake of I want this to go smoothly. You're allowed to cast this on everyone. So
Yes, that's how the spell works.
Isn't it just self? Though?
No, it's for the duration, each creature you shoot within 30 feet of you,
Oh.
including you,
Okay.
has a +10
All right.
dexterity stealth.
Okay. Good. I was
So,
I thought it was just self. You all got passed without trace then. Perfect.
hell yeah.
Nice.
So that is a 28 stealth.
Hey!
You all effortlessly sneak past, but you get a glimpse of all the creatures. You see 3 crystallish wolves that have a bunch of purple and blue crystals all over it. And then you see one big ass griffin covered in red and orange crystals. But you all pass the dangerous things and you walk for about a mile and then you stand before the monolith and you all feel a great sense of dread as you stand before this monolith made of this crimson material. And that's where the session ends.
Whoop.
Word.
The power
Hey.
of spells,
Fan-
baby.
Fucking tastic. Hell yeah.
If,
Fantastic.
If that's the case, I'm gonna be a sleepy baby and I'm gonna scanter off to bed as quickly as possible.
Right, good
Yep.
night, Kagan.
Take care,
Good
people.
Word.
night.
Sleep tight.
Alright, well, thank you for returning to session 11 to see us all return. Sorry, I keep turning away from the mic. Anybody got anything they want to say?
I have only just registered Briar's updated Twitter handle. Congrats on being allowed to go home.
Yay!
Thank you. Yeah, I fly home the 28th, so we will not be having D&D on the 28th, because, I'll
Fuck.
be literally in the air, so...
Okay.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah.
What skill?
Just-
The ability to conjure Wi-Fi with my brain?
Yes.
Shout real loud.
Oh, okay, right, because that's definitely how it works.
Yeah. You don't need windows in the airplane. What?
Oh my god.
You don't need a sealed pressure vessel.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Just teleport.
Just teleport 5-head, it's that easy.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you all for returning with us, and we will indeed... Is that why your Wi-Fi is bad? No, my Wi-Fi is fine, my mic is bad. Anyway... Yet not Wi-Fi that I can participate in a fucking stream, you clowns!
You're also not going to have the
Absolute fucking
privacy.
clowns!
You're not going to have the privacy.
Exactly.
Just
I'd
stare at
say
You're
some
gonna have-
crack
talk
shit,
over you.
and Grandma from row 5 looks at me and goes, "You're going to hell!" So, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I will see you all later. Thank you for tuning in. It's been wonderful. We will return later. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See ya.
Good night and good luck.